emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Newton on first down. And incomplete to open things up. These two teams, Panthers and Lions, met each other Week 5 in Detroit last year. You did that game, didn't you?
I did, and the Panthers were starting to round into form, especially their quarterback Cam Newton, who had missed most of the preseason with a shoulder injury. He had a big game, 335 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes, and they beat Detroit 27-24.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Newton again. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Sheds off the tackle. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, go here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, his third touchdown now on on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Zero. Set. 280. 11-11.
They'll run again with Ball. And he powers his way up past the 30. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got three, fellas. Pretty hot, not 250.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Escaping the under pressure again, and down he goes again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Third and long, it's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yeah.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Big 20.
Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield and that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball, play action, try and hit him over the top? You've got to feel like you have the advantage.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Blunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Go. Pick it up. Alert. 3 down. Check three.
Stafford on third down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Go. On the ball. Great. 8.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing is Newton. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Newton on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, that's good. Right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards for number 11.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
On the ground, McCaffrey. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready? 260.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Roberts with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
21.
From the 50, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
McCaffrey on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Newton to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over.
Here we go.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3 down. Set, team right. White.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
21.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
21.
Stafford looks to throw again. Out to the flat for Riddle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
Off the bootleg. Stafford rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Matthew Stafford. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Hey, 22.
Stafford. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates. Right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Newton on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
20.
On first down, it's Newton. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Shedding the tackle. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Lions will take over. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert it, tag 53.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Stafford on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Set. 180. Light. Hey, 22. Let's go, B. Let's go.
Here's Blunt. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Hey, 22.
On first down, it's Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Go.
National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.